That's right. I can hold a grudge like nobody's business. Just as the song just said. Thank you, brother. You right on time. Mr. Everett Mendiola III. What your pastor and the church at large won't talk about. And you know good and well they're not going to talk about grudges. Because the apostle, prophet, preacher, teacher, and evangelist are holding grudges right now. Right this very minute, right this very second. How do I know it? Because we uptight all about COVID and the New World Order. We never thought what we were preaching was actually the truth. We never thought it was actually going to come to pass if there was even any credence, substance, and evidence of it. But now, it is actually a fact, and we can't deal with it. We don't know how to act with the truth because we're so busy telling lies. And we're about grudges 100% right now because we know the life we've been living. And it's time for grudges. It's time to feel grudging toward the government, grudging toward the spiritual government, grudging toward our family and friends, grudging toward society, grudging toward the economic system, grudging toward ourselves, not having had any say-so in being born into this damn place. But now that we're here, we thought we made the best of it by getting saved, but that was just the beginning, because the Bible talks about he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. And we're holding grudges above all concerning our Creator. Oh, revelate black to me because it just revelated black to you. I went there. We're holding grudges even against our Creator, even the one that breathed the breath of life into us. And we think we're getting ready to get away with it. And we're preaching hate, spitting toxicity. We stepped on everybody and then some just to get behind the pulpit. And now that we're there, we're running everybody out of the church itself. Why? I'm asking you why. Why is that so? I'll tell you why it is so. Because we're full of grudges. The price we had to pay to lie, cheat, con, steal, manipulate, deceive, and sleep with whoever in order to get that position, because we know that we've been called to preach that gospel. Am I right about it? It's a horrible thing when the clergy and the church at large surpass the world in being evil. Because we are some hellacious evil people. I think Judas wouldn't even want to hang with us. Now, see, there might be those heresy hunters that say, brother, all you do is spread doom and gloom. All you do is talk about the negativity of the local place of worship and the clergy. All you do, my brother, is speak as if you were a worldly person, agnostic, atheist, just throwing stones to just murder, if he could, the clergy in the local place of worship. You probably about 99% right, except for that 1%. I'm trying to murder the spirits in the name of Yah that we have heaped upon ourselves due to our former father, the devil. And even though we are with Yah, we sure pay him a visit day in, day out, to where I swear we never left his house. You look around you today and see who's not holding grudges. Be it the apostle, prophet, preacher, teacher, and evangelist. Be it the elders of the congregation, be it the congregation itself, be it your employer, be it your college professor, be it your high school, middle school, elementary teachers, be it your dad, be it your mom, be it your auntie, be it your uncle, be it your brother, and be it your sister. But we all holding grudges about now. The way COVID has ushered in the new world order, and how this government, secular that is, and spiritual government has emulated the secular government, where you can't tell the difference between the two, and they're both ushering out laws and bylaws and instructions to drive us further into hell than we already were when we said yes to the sacrificial atonement, and Yah had to go deep in hell to bail us out. And it's become a revolving door due to grudges, due to us being so angry on how our fellow brother and sister have turned out. Because right about now, and we always have looked for him or her living this thing out called a walk with Yah, and we can't find anybody doing it to the degree that the church was doing it at one point. And why is that? Some will say it was an emotional experience. Some will say they did it because they had no choice. It was either accept the sacrificial atonement or die. Some will say they did it so they could look better than what they did before in the community, because they had about just ran themselves into the damn ground with their characteristics and attributes and demonic way of living. So it's like they got a new start per se, but it was never a new start really. It was just a tag that they were. Follower of Christ, Christian, spiritual person. Can you hear me now? Because I can absolutely 100% guarantee you that we are full of grudges. The way our childhood turned out, the way our adolescent life turned out, the way our young adulthood turned out, and the way that we turned out in our older age, whether we were secular or whether we were saved. What the hell has happened to us but Satan putting the screws to us to the point that all we can hold is grudges? We even shake our fist at Yah, saying, why have you allowed this? But without thinking of generational curses, without thinking of learned behavior, without thinking how our ancestors despised Yah, and now we're paying for it to the third and fourth generation of them that hate him. So we have grudges against even Yah himself. Can you imagine our Creator, the one that has breathed the breath of life into us? We are not competing against the world. We have surpassed the world. We have conquered the world. We have gone further than the world has ever gone. Further than the world has ever gone in sin. And we are those that can do no wrong. We are those who are headed to heaven. Are you sure we're not going to hell? Or are we definitely going to be those that the Lord says, I never knew you? That's why we're sick, because of the grudges we hold. That's why we can't get along with others, because of the grudges that we hold. That's why we have no friends, because nobody wants to be around us for the grudges that we hold. That's why we're not asked to step up, but step down in the local place of worship for the grudges we hold. It's evident we're angry. It's evident we're frustrated. It's evident that we need help, but we're too proud to ask. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. You're holding a grudge right now because I'm talking to you about the grudges that you're holding. Grudges that I have held. It's destruction, I tell you. It is a short life that you'll live when you hold grudges. That's why you're drinking. That's why you're smoking. That's why you're sex texting, looking at pornography. Because it's the grudges that you have held against your childhood, against your parents, how they hurt you in your childhood, against your brother and sister, how they hurt you in your childhood, how your grandfather and grandmother hurt you in your childhood, your uncle and auntie hurt you in your childhood, how their environment took advantage of you in your childhood, how those that were in charge of you should have taken better care of you, but that is why you're holding grudges. I'm not saying there's not valid reasons. I'm not saying that some grudges are worth holding, but how long until you catch your healing, secular person? How long until you ask for help so you can catch your healing? How long, spiritual person, is supposed to set the premise in what faith that we have in our Creator? Because what is impossible with man is possible with Yah, and we're still holding on to grudges. We're supposed to be the evidence of Yah's agape love. But instead of agape love, we're holding grudges. There's no agape love in grudges. We can have a holy anger. We can have a holy anger. That's one thing. The Lord says not to let the sun go down on our wrath. It's about time we give up grudges before we give up the ghost. Spiritual person. It's about time that we give up grudges before we give up our lives due to sickness and disease caught on by grudges. So I'm talking to you, secular. I'm talking to you, spiritual people. Give up the grudges, or we'll stay dead in trespasses and sins, and we won't enter heaven. And secular person, you won't be able to come to Yah, not with grudges. You got to surrender the grudges, secular person, spiritual person. Safe be.